All right, guys, it's day 7 of my 25-day challenge. Today I got my sidekick here, Loki, the god of chaos. He's our golden doodle. He's gotten shaved, so he's kind of bashful. But today we're going to talk about the 3 choices that pain gives us in life. We've talked a few days now about the formula for happiness, which is when your life condition equals your blueprint. And another way of putting that is really, if everything is happening the exact way you want in life, you're going to find happiness everywhere you go. The moment that something doesn't go the way you expected or you planned it to go, that's when you're going to find that unhappiness or that pain in life. So when this happens, we really have 3 choices in life. The first one, which so many of us do, is we go to the ignoring the problem and blaming. So we go to ignoring and blaming. So we can ignore that problem, right? We hope that it goes away and it doesn't come back. And everything's great until it comes back, and then we have to deal with it again. The other side is the blaming side. We can blame different events in life, right? Different circumstances of how life happens to us versus life happening for us. So if we have that mindset of, well, that happened to me, right? The life is happening to me. We have to get out of that mindset, and that's because life is happening for us, not to us. So we can blame events, we can blame other people, and we can also blame ourselves. And these are all 3 destructive patterns to develop, especially the last one. Once we start blaming ourselves, that's when we get a lot of shame and guilt in our lives, and it leads us to these suicidal ideations, and we need to stay away from that. So the other 2 choices that we have is, the first one is we can change our life condition, right? We can say enough is enough. I'm tired of dealing with the life this way. This is not the life that I want to live, and I must change it. You find that leverage in your life to say, I'm done dealing with it, whatever it is in your life. So you go out there and you just work at changing your life condition. You accept where you are today and say, you know what? I'm not going to be at this level by tomorrow. It's going to take me time, but I'm going to continue working for it, right? You set the proper expectations, which really leads us into choice 3. Change your expectations in life. And this one really comes down to that discovering and evaluating yourself. What expectations do you truly have in life that will bring that happiness? Out of those expectations, what of those expectations are inside your control? Meaning that you have control of every single thing. So for example, if we look at the love and connection, the need for love and connection, or the need for significance, if we're relying on people outside of us to provide us that love and connection or that significance in life, then we're setting up expectations that are outside of our control, and that's not the way to do it. So we have to make sure they're within our control. And the other thing is, what about how realistic are these expectations? If you make 50 grand this year and you have no money saved up and you said, I'm going to be a millionaire by next year, not saying that that's unrealistic. That's not saying that that can't happen. But if you don't have the how or the what and the why planned right now, you're never going to figure out the how on how to do it, and then you're going to find yourself back into that state of depression or sadness or hurt or whatever it may be. So we have the 3 choices, which are ignore and blame. We can change our life condition, or we can change our expectations. And think about it in this way. I love using this analogy, but Shaq O'Neal was a great athlete. I'm not a big basketball fan, but his name has been known to me for years, right? Because of how great of an athlete he is. But no matter how great of an athlete he was or is, he would have never made a great horse jockey. Shaq O'Neal was like 7 foot, I don't even know, I'm exaggerating, 300 pounds compared to a horse jockey that's 5 foot, buck-10 at the most. It's just not physically possible. So if those were his expectations in life, he would have had a lot different life. So what are those unrealistic expectations you have in your life today? Start evaluating those. So that being said, today I'm going to recognize my grandfather Leroy Mussmann. He was a Navy veteran. He was a GM3, a gunner's mate. He served in the Navy. I don't know how many years. He's no longer with us today. He passed away a little over 3 years ago, I believe. And I feel like I never got a chance to really talk to him about those, those war stories, or to hear more about his time in the service. But today I just want to recognize him, and he's up there in heaven with our divine God, enjoying life and fishing, I know. So here's day 7 of my push-ups. Back.